All right. Hello. We're back.
Good morning, beautiful family. Good morning, sis.
Good morning.
Good
We're in
morning.
lesson 290 and it's your turn.
It's my turn to read.
Yeah.
Lesson 290.
I'm going to really just feel into this here.
Mm-mm. My present happiness is all I see. My present happiness is all I see. If you don't mind, I'd like to unpack this as we read it.
Sure.
Yeah. So, what I just heard then is my present happiness is all I feel. My present safety. Now, this is me speaking. This is not in the lesson. All right.
Mhm.
This is Nouk speaking.
Sure.
Well, actually, it's the Christ part, not the ego, thank God. But what does my present happiness is all I see mean? And so I'd just like to unpack that. My present safety, security, and peace. Just feel into this. My present safety, security, and peace, which is the cause of true happiness, are all I see.
Hmm.
Can you just kind of bring that in? My present safety, security, and peace, which are the cause or the causes for my present happiness,
Hmm.
right? Are all I see. That's
Right.
it. But if we're in a state where we're not feeling safe, secure, and peaceful, how in heaven can we possibly see our perfect happiness, right?
Right.
Our
Yeah.
present happiness. How can we feel our present happiness? I went through this yesterday because I was challenged by a particular, uh, scenario that anyway, I won't go into details, but my present happiness escaped me in that moment. So this lesson, I had to really bring this lesson in to help me to come back from the horizontal ego to the
Hmm.
vertical, or the holy self, spirit. Yeah. So, if I want to know my present happiness, then the cause, the real cause of that present happiness must be that I've accepted, truly accepted, the feeling state of my present sinlessness,
Hmm.
my present guiltlessness. So that is the cause of feeling safe, of feeling secure, of feeling peace, and therefore I can accept my present happiness. Does that make sense, sis?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if you're reading this and it's, some of us are tempted to go, this is BS, this is blasphemy. I just, yeah,
Yeah.
right.
That's how I
It's
was yesterday.
Yeah, it's because it's the ego that's reading it. It's the ego that's trying to, like,
Yeah.
it would be the ego's happiness, and it's, not feeling that, right? Because there's guilt in the mind that blocks it. But he's referring us that there's always this absolute status, what you're pointing to. Our innocence is present and available to experience, and if we had the felt state of it, we would be in peace and joy and at rest, be in the flow where all things are given. There's no efforting, no doing. So, it's I'm in my right mind or I'm in my wrong mind, and we'll be in our right mind when we drop the defense, which is I think that I'm the mythical me. I'm want the flavor or sense of separation. So this is that reaching through, right? Forgiveness
Mhm.
to allow what is to arise.
Mm, mm. And that's where we bring in the willingness to be wrong about what we believe or to
Yes.
be wrong about what we perceive, right?
Wanting to be wrong. Yeah.
Wanting to be wrong.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And then we can accept forgiveness,
Hmm. Hmm.
accept the atonement,
Right.
right? Which is the divine correction. in our mind. Yeah. All right. So just going, and remember that our present sinlessness or incorruptible innocence, it's eternal. So, I think that's a huge thing, is to remind ourselves that it's eternal. About 20 odd years ago, I used to tell myself my sinlessness is eternal, but I forgot one piece, which is, and it's pretty crucial, is to remember that it's uninterrupted.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm feeling like shit, it's
Mm-hmm.
because I believe my sinlessness, my incorruptible innocence, has been corrupted.
Yeah.
Right?
That there's an exception
And
somewhere along the way.
right. Okay. And so that is the ego immediately. Yeah. So it is uninterrupted and eternal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll keep reading. Paragraph 1. Unless I look upon what is not there, my present happiness is all I see. I just want to unpack that as we're reading it.
Sure.
Unless I look upon what is not there, my present happiness is all I see, and I would add, it's all I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So just unpacking that, unless I look upon, in other words, unless I believe what is not there, and what is not there is the past.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So just unless I believe the past,
Mm-hmm.
my present happiness is all I see. Can you feel that, sis?
Yes.
Right?
And
So unless I want,
mm-hmm.
it's still the ego, it's still me believing I'm mythical me, which is the ego thought system. Unless I want to believe the illusory past, unless I want that,
Right.
then all I see and feel is my present happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what you were just saying about this continual, that your sinlessness is a continual status. So the interruption to that would be when we choose to see something that's not there. We bring this message to, excuse us while we interrupt your program to bring this message of what is not there. Something about the past. So we're just giving fuel to a false belief to interrupt the experience of our present happiness. That's beautiful. Just like, let's call it what it is. It's a choice not to feel the absolute.
Yep. Yep. Thank you. Eyes that begin to open see at last. And I would have Christ's vision come to me this very day. What I perceive without God's own correction for the sight I made is frightening and painful to behold. Yet I would not allow my mind to be deceived by the belief the dream I made is real an instant longer. This the day I seek my present happiness and look on nothing else except the thing I seek.
Yeah.
With this resolve, I come to you and ask you strength to hold me up today while I but seek to do your will, while I only seek to do your will. I would add, and nothing else but your will, just to make sure.
Yeah, ours says, while I but do your will,
Oh,
which is kind of more to what you're pointing at there. This and nothing
yeah,
else. Yeah.
yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot fail to hear me, Father. Oh, I love that line. You cannot fail to hear me, Father. What I ask, you already given me. What
What I ask have you already given me. So it's a done deal already.
wow. Hmm. So what he's saying here is that all of God's gifts
Mm-hmm.
have already been given me.
Yes.
Okay. And I am sure that I will see my happiness today. So my present happiness is a constant state.
It's hard to imagine.
Isn't it?
Sorry.
Thank you, family, for laughing with us.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yes. Joy and happiness. Yes.
Geez, that ego thought system is
Mm.
a bleep.
Yep. Fill in the blank. But thank you for saying that. That is our natural state. That's a continuous state. It's what we are every now moment. But for this decision to experience and something else, and happiness is opposite,
Hmm.
which doesn't exist, which only seems to exist in a past, and I'm only experiencing it in the present if I would try to, have that, bring that forward. Yeah. Forgive it, forgive it, forgive it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why that's our only function, right? That's all we can do on this side of things is to forgive our thoughts that are not in the absolute. Any thought that we're not sharing with the mind of God is only there as a forgiveness opportunity.
Mm. 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 Yeah. Yep. Beautiful. Well, thank you, sis. And thank you, family, for this lesson.
Yeah.
My present happiness is all I see.
Period. Come on, sis, you got this. by this afternoon, you'll be swimming in it. Thanks, family. We
Oh,
recognize it's not easy all the time, but just recognize this is the importance of the only thing we need to do is forgive our blocks. And it's not to achieve happiness, it's not to manufacture or create it or do a bypass to try to be happy in the midst of crap or chaos. It's to know that this is what I am absent the blocks that we've imposed. And that's what we're doing. So we're well on our way. You're doing great. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, sis. And thank you, family. Bye.
Bye, everybody.